What are nothing wrong with USS?
Rodents of unusual size? I don't think they exist.
Take the sword? I know that into that kind of movie, ladies they are not helping during fights, but can you, Buttercup? Oh, the flame! Well done.
Is that so terrible?
Look at you. You're pretty out.
Surrender! Will not happen.
Surrender! Death first! And I return with you. Will you promise not to hurt this man?
May I live 1,000 years and never hunt again.
Promise to return him to his ship.
I swear it will be done.
That's what I decided, taking back to foreign and further in his despair.
No! I was like, you're a nice person, I can like you, but you're not, you lied. Insanity, fire swamp, despair. For now it's almost, you know, the steps of mourning. Ooh!
Before the father would do one, Buttercup and Humperdinck were married.
Queen! Buttercup!
No!
Why?
Because you had love in your hands and you gave it up. They would have killed
How would you know?
Boo! Boo! Rubbish! Filth!
It's in your dream.
You tell me I must meditate 10 days. Please believe I will be dead by morning.
You write 4 copies of a letter. I'll send my 4 fastest ships, 1 in each direction. Wesley wants you. Yes, you. So when I hired this Inigo to have her murdered on our engagement day, I thought that was clever. It's going to be so much more moving when I strangle her on our wedding night.
What? You hired that
We go to war.
dickhead? That's the lowest one?
I just sucked 1 year of your life away.
Taking you lives away to be in the pit of despair?
Not be murdered. On the day of the wedding, I want the thief's forest empty.
You want to act like you really care? I know you.
No. He told Inigo of his senior's death and the existence of Count Ruben, the 6-fingered man. Basil took great care in reviving Inigo.
The castle gate is guarded by 30 men.
You miss one person.
Tonight, we marry.
Ah.
Tomorrow morning, your men will escort us to Florin Channel. With every ship in my armada, wait.
Every ship with the 4 you sent.
Yes, yes, of course. Up to 50!
Oh no!
I'm in black next to now.
Follow the screen.
I cannot find him alone.
I really like you. Is it gonna work really?
King's thinking son fired me, and thank you so much for bringing up such a painful subject. Well, this paper cut the cold lemon juice on it. Look, I'm retired. Besides, why would you want someone the king's thinking son fired?
He's already dead.
He is, huh? I'll take a look. Bring him in.
It's for you, Wesley.
I've seen worse.
I love you already.
Yeah, no. 65. Sheesh. I never worked for so little. Except once, and that was
That's something right now in France. Everyone is sheesh.
Look who knows so much, yeah? Well, it just so happens that your friend here is only mostly dead.
You're gonna.
Mostly dead. He's slightly alive.
What you got here, that's worth living for.
True love is the greatest thing in the world. Except for nice MLD. One glass of tomato sandwich with nothing is nice and easy. I love that. Well, that's not what he said. He distinctly said to blame.
Fire! Fire!
Goodbye! Where's Buttercup? Let me stay. No, there is too much. All we have to do is get in, break up the wedding, steal the process by Darcy after I kill Kabul. Now I'll need a sword eventually. Why? You can't even live one. True, that's hardly common knowledge, is it?
If someone has something to say against this marriage.
Marriage is what brings us together. Black three within and me.
And the train powered forwards.
No! Line him.
Light it.
The train powered forwards. Thanks no survivor.
Will follow you forever.
The subtitles. You don't even have to fight.
Princess Barbara,
Man and
Bawaka.
man and wife.
man and wife.
No, 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 no. Okay, he can work a little. Maybe I was too optimistic. Oui.
My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Excuse me? What a fucking coward! Help your friend. Thank you. I left him there, no? Tell me that you're going somewhere and you're not just trying to escape you. Excuse me? No way.
There's a shortage of perfect brass in this world. It would be a pity to damage yours.
What?
Are you still trying to win?
For sure, he's gonna try.
My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father.
You murdered her, you raped her, you...
My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father.
It's giving him strength.
Everything I asked for.
Anything you want.
He gave them back to you.
I want my father back, you son of a bitch.
Oh! You're swearing? Into a kid movie?
There's all man's at man and wife.
Did you say I do?
Nope.
Oh no.
Wouldn't you agree, Your Highness?
Oi?
Technicality that will shortly be remedied.
The pains, the first thing you lose will be your feet below the ankles. Then your hands at the wrists. I wasn't finished. The next thing you lose will be your left eye, followed by your right. Your ears you keep, and I'll tell you why, so that every shriek of every child seeing your hideous, every woman who cries out, "Dear God, what is that thing?" will echo in your perfect inn, wallowing in freakish misery forever.
That's really bad to do that to someone.
Drop your sword.
Don't move. He surrendered.
Inigo, absolute Francis Taylor. And there you are, 4 white horses.
You said they're right.
No way. I wanted to go to my head.
I'm not... I'm sorry. It was really painful for him. His back was hurting him a lot.
I don't know what to do with the rest of my life.
Mm.
It's in Paris.
Mm-hmm.
You want to trip out notes.
Road to freedom. And as daughter Rose, Wesley, and Buttercup, they will sing.
What?
That's kissing again, you don't want to hear that.
He wants the end.
Since the invention of the kiss, there have been 5 kisses that were rated the most passionate. This one left them all behind.
Say thank you to your grandfather.
Maybe read it again to make it more.
It means I love you. When you're a kid, you just want to have the same story again and again. It was nice. It was sweet. It was a kid story, yes, and I think that for kids it's really a story about a bad king, a princess who is saved by the man that she loves, and with friends who are incredible, you know, who are living adventures. We have a story of revenge, we have a kind of justice moment thing. It's sweet, you know, it's nice. It's ending well, with everyone being happy forever. And the king not being killed or tortured with what he said, you know, with what Wesley said. Really, when he said it, I was like, we're really gonna do it? Like, it's so bad. It's really torture, we're not gonna do it. But no, he was faking it to just fear the king, and at the end he's letting him alive. Are we sure that he's never gonna go after them again? I would be afraid of that. Do we have a Princess Bride too? With him, you know, searching for the princess no matter what? Or maybe he can still use the princess, you know, disappearing like that as an excuse to make a war with his enemy. I would be scared of that also. But you know what? That was not the story of these countries. That was the story of their love. And at the end, their love succeeded and they're together. And their friends are gonna be pirates. Because yes, I think that the giant is gonna follow Inigo. I really appreciated this story. That story of revenge was great. I'm glad that he didn't die neither. I thought, you know, that he was gonna win against his enemy, but he would die after that. I would have been sad, really. But no, he didn't die. Miracle Max was really my favorite character, and that was that kind of moment, you know, during the movie. I think that adults preferred that kind of characters and moments than kids. I don't know if kids really lost into that moment like I did. I think that they lost because it was not just jokes that you have to understood, you know, the references and all. It was also jokes about some moves that he made with his wife and all. I think that kids can also appreciate that moment. But I really loved it, you know. And some other moments like that were fun, were some jokes that I think only adults can have. It's quick once, but it's enough, you know, for adults to be like, I saw what you did. But it's still more a kid movie. You know, again, I'm thinking about Neverending Story with all of these messages, you know, put into it, all of that analyze, you know, an analyze of the different steps, you know, into depression and all. Right there, I thought about it a little, you know, because of the cliffs of insanity, after that the fire swamp, after that the pit of despair, in which you are tortured and you are reaching the bottom point, you are almost dead, and finally you can be saved because of true love. It's almost, you know, the description of the steps of mourning, or maybe just mourning after losing a love, you know, a relationship. Do you understand what I mean? Separated with someone that you love because of the fact that you wanted it or not, you know, willingly or not, but you are separated from someone that you love and you are going insane, you are getting angry, then you are sad, just sad, like the steps of mourning. You can go in depression, or at least you can not find love again for entire years, because you know that machine was about that, you know, taking you away entire years of sadness, of torture and all, and at the end you are saved because of true love. You're gonna find your true love. Do you understand what I mean? I think that there is something like that that you can analyze, like it's the steps of mourning, or more than that, it's the steps of mourning after you lost a love relationship, willingly or not. only true love at the end can save you. Whether it's the initial love relationship or another one. Yes, that was a good movie. That was fun, that was really great. I can understand, you know, how it can be a good kid movie, but also a melancholic kid movie for adults right now who watched it when they were kids. All of the characters were great. Even, you know, the secondary ones, even the villains ones also. The moments of action, they were great, but they didn't age well, you know. So it's not as impressive, as exciting than what it was maybe into that period of time. It didn't age well, but it's still great because of the music, because of the intentions that the actors and actresses are putting into it. For sure, I would have loved for Buttercup to be more like how princesses are now represented, you know, in our days. Like, she was brave, we saw that during some scenes, but she wouldn't have been just brave with the words that she's using, with her intentions. She would have been brave, like maybe she could have fight, or at least during a fight she would help. And at the end the solution wouldn't have been to kill herself. I mean, for a lesson of life to teach to kids, I'm not sure that killing yourself is a good one. But again, it's going also with that analysis that I'm making, you know, that this movie is about the steps of mourning after losing a love relationship. Because the journey that they are taking, both of them, you know, Wesley and also Buttercup, are the same, you know. The cliffs of insanity, the flame swamp, him, the pit of despair. But her, she's also desperate. At first she thought, you know, that she was dead inside for entire years. So it's the same. Do you understand what I mean? This machine is taking years away from him. That's what they are saying, you know. He's tortured and all is suffering. She suffered also for entire years, for 5 years. So they are the same page, in fact, with that, if we are analyzing it like that. But the solution of killing yourself because of the fact that you lost your love, no. No matter what, no. I'm glad that she was stopped. I'm not so sure now that we could do that again in a movie right now. It's a kind of Romeo and Juliet solution and that I don't approve, that I can't agree with, and that I'm not sure that you have to teach kids, teenagers, that this is a solution in your life. But at some point, you know, Wesley said something about that. That was great. I loved it. I'm glad that I watched it. It's really what I wanted to watch. Do you understand what I mean? What I told you in intro? I wanted to discover a movie which is cult for a lot of people because of the fact that they watched it a lot when they were kids and that was so great, and now as adults it's making them melancholic. I love to discover that kind of movies because we can feel it. Do you understand what I mean? Into the mood of the movie, into the way that it's done and all. We can feel it, that it's that kind of movie. I wish, you know, that it would have been that kind of movie for me, you know, that I would have watched it kid and now it would put me into that kind of mood. But even if it's not the case, I can feel it. Do you understand what I mean? With that kind of movie, you can feel it no matter what. If you have other movies like that, you know, other movies like that that you were watching as kids, which were cult for you, that you were watching again and again, and see at the end that kid, he wants this story again, because that's what kids are doing, you know. They want the story again and again, the same one. We are watching the same movies, we are reading the same books again and again. There is something, you know, which is weird with kids, we want the same thing again and again because we know that we're gonna love it. So that's great also, you know, that they put that at the end with this kid, and it's also a good way for the writers to tell to the young viewers, come back and watch us again, watch this movie again. So yes, if you have a movie like that for you, which was like that for you, tell me that on the comments. I can't promise to you that I'm gonna react to it, but I'm gonna check the trailers and maybe I'm gonna put it on another poll, you know? It could be fun. So please tell me that. And even, you know, if I'm not reacting to it, maybe I'm gonna watch it on my own, because really I like to watch that kind of movie who had this impact on people. It's really something that I like to do. Okay, so it's all for today for you and for me, and also for Princess Bride. It was a nice movie to discover. So it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Great.